I'm your host, David Shinsky. Good morning and welcome to Live Without Limits, Reach Personal Success on a Daily Basis podcast. I'm David Shinsky, and today we have an episode that will particularly be helpful for those who struggle with social anxiety. In this episode, we'll uncover 10 social anxiety hacks to help you start a conversation, whether you find yourself feeling nervous, uncertain, or even panicked in social situations. These hacks are designed to empower you and give you the confidence to initiate conversations with ease. So, starting a conversation can feel daunting, but fear not. Our expert strategies will guide you through step by step techniques to break the ice, engage others, and build meaningful connections. From body language cues to conversation starters, we've got you covered. We'll discuss practical tips such as active listening, finding common ground, and asking open ended questions that encourage meaningful dialogue. These hacks will enable you to navigate social settings with more comfort and authenticity, allowing you to form genuine connections with others. So, social anxiety shouldn't hold you back from experiencing the joys of meaningful social interactions. By incorporating these hacks into your approach, you'll be well on your way to developing strong social skills and overcoming any barriers that stand in your way. So join us in this enlightening episode of Live Without Limits, Reach Personal Success on a Daily Basis as we dive into the 10 social anxiety hacks to help you start a conversation. So let's overcome social anxiety together and unlock a world of opportunities for connection, growth, and personal success. So, first of all, let me thank you for tuning in. And remember that you have the power to transform your social interactions and live without limits. But anyone starting a conversation can be a daunting task. But when you struggle with social anxiety, it can feel like scaling a mountain without any gear. Talk about feeling ill prepared. We will help you to prepare for social situations where you might not know exactly how to break the ice, whether you're at a networking event, a party, or even just the break room at work. These conversation starters will help you break the ice and begin a genuine connection with those around you. So let's get started. Make a genuine but specific comment. Starting a conversation can stop most of us in our tracks, especially if we become overly anxious in social situations. Yet it's not impossible. And sometimes it really is about getting one foot in the door. Making a simple but genuine compliment can be a great way to break the ice. The key is that it has to be genuine. For instance, genuine compliments usually involve specificity and maybe even a reason why, meaning that you thought about it. Love the girl's dress? Tell her and specifically state what you like about it, the color, the fabric, anything else that you can think of. Ask an open ended question. Open-ended questions are great ways to get people chatting and elaborating without getting into simple yes or no answers. A few examples can include, how do you know about, and you finish the sentence. What brought you here today? What do you love about, and you finish the sentence. How did you discover your current hobby? Can you tell me more about what you do for a living? Have you traveled anywhere interesting lately? What's your favorite way to unwind after a busy week? Make a comment about your immediate surroundings. This brings the conversation towards a shared experience, which can foster bonding and connection, whether it's the food, weather, or decor. Share a positive comment to start a light conversation with zero commitment. Default to forward. Forward stands for family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. This is a great go to when you're pulling up blanks on your mind for how to get talking. It can also help you dive deeper with people you already know, helping bring you closer to your friends, family, and loved ones. Ask for recommendations and help. Looking for a new movie to watch? Hunting for the next best thriller read? Or maybe you're thinking of a documentary which would be nice to watch the following night as someone nearby. This can be great for starting a conversation since it opens the doors to further questions and inquiries. Alternatives. You can also ask for help. You can strike up a conversation with your pottery partner by asking how they made their bowls or mugs or flawless, and find what works in your situation. And make a light joke. And this can be a tough one for most of it, but if you have a good sense of humor, it can also break through any initial awkwardness that you may be feeling. Inevitably, it may depend on the situation or the vibes, but if it feels right, try it. Start with small talk. You might quickly think that you hate small talk as much as anyone else does. However, small talk is a great way to start off a conversation before digging a bit deeper. And it doesn't mean that the conversation has to stay at this level. Rather, it's just a way to feel out a person, to get comfortable before navigating potentially more controversial or touchy topics. Use your body language to approach. A smile can go a long way. If you're hiding out in the corner with your arms crossed, it's unlikely the opportunity will arise to start a conversation. Assume an open posture. Watch your body language. Smile when you catch someone's eye. This can go a long way to open the doors and starting a conversation by saying a single word. Now, we don't realize sometimes just how much body language is very much a form of communication. Refer to a recent event While we don't want to touch on anything too controversial, talking about a recent event catches common ground and can offer a way to connect with others that you might not know as well. Steer clear of politics or war. Maybe chat about recent festivals or other positive news that you heard recently. Share a short and recent story. Had tons of hurdles making your way toward this specific event? Share it. Or if a story pops up into your mind, tell it. If it doesn't have to be long, but it offers up a bit of vulnerability and can open up doors to a conversation, it also might be enough for the other person to share a similar story as theirs. It's entirely possible. And yes, you can often turn anxiety into authentic conversations, even though it can be nerve wracking. It can be helpful to know that everyone is probably a little nervous when talking to someone for the first time. So try some of the above tricks the next time you find yourself in social situation. And always remember this, that anxiety is because it's an unfamiliar situation. And the best way to become familiar and lose some of your anxiety is find a way to get to know other people while you talk to them.